In this section, we are going to be talking about dividing radicals. So yes, there is a step-by-step process of how to do it, but the main thing I want to draw your attention to is the quotient rule. And we've done this before. When you have the square root of a fraction, we took the square root of the numerator and we took the square root of the denominator. So if you look at number 1, I can take the square root of 49 and I can take the square root of 100, so it becomes 7 over 10. And that's my final answer. Here, I can reduce this fraction to 1/4, and when I take the square root of 1 over the square root of 4, I get 1/2, and that's my answer there. I cannot reduce 3 over 16, so I'm going to take the square root of 3 and the square root of 16. That's still my rule. And here, I can't simplify it, so I have the square root of 3 over 4. And here's the deal. You can have a square root as a numerator, you just can't have you cannot have it as a denominator. So look over here at number 4. I can take the square root, I can't take the square root of 7, but I can take the square root of 49, and I get square roots of 7 over 7, and that's my final answer. If you look down at number 5, 5 goes into both of those. 5 goes in there twice. 5 goes in there 9 times. So now I can have the square root of 2 over the square root of 9 is 3. And that's my final answer. Over here, I can take the square root of 36 is 6. So I can take 6 down here, but I still need to simplify this square root of 12, which is 2 square roots of 3. And now, remember back that exponent rule, these kids, these coefficients, my integers, they do what they're told. I can reduce that, so I have 1 and 3. So here I could have square roots of 3 over 3, and that's still my final answer. If you look at number 7, I can reduce that, and that goes in there 32 times. So the square root of 1 is just 1. I don't need that as a denominator. But I can simplify the square root of 32, and I get square roots of 16. Oh, square roots of 16 times square root of 2, and the square root of 16 is 4. So 4 square roots of 2 would be my answer for number 7. I can simplify this guy. So 106, 6 goes one time with 4 left over, and I get 18. So 7 square roots of 18 over square root of 1, which is just 1. And I can simplify square root of 18. Square root of 9 is 3. So 3 times 7 is 21, and left over is the square root of 2. If you look down at number 9, 5 and 45 can reduce. And then I have 3 times, remember square root of 1 is 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. And then the square root of 9 is 3, which 3 over 3 reduces to 1. So 1 would be my final answer. Let's look at this guy. So 3 goes into 48. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 48 16 times. And so here's 10 square roots of 16. The square root of 16 is 4. And 4 times 10 is 40. 2 times square root of 1 is just 2. And then I can reduce 20 as my answer. So I think you can see how we're reducing, and then of course we have to simplify. But let's jump to the next page.